This is going to be a really quick training because the thing is whenever I talk to clients, even who come into my program or potential clients that are thinking of coming into my program, there's always reasons why they can't do something. And of course, building a business, it takes a certain skill set. It's a learned skill set. It's not something that we just naturally know how to do, especially in today's day and age when there's so many different options out there. So many different people are telling us to do all these different things. And how do we know what works versus what doesn't at the stage of business that we're at? How do we differentiate someone who's honest and in their integrity and telling us the truth versus someone who's just trying to take our money? There's so many reasons out there, that make building a business hard. But so the last thing we need is to sabotage our own growth and sabotage our own success. And when I hear women say things like, I can't have a 6-figure business because I'm not smart enough, or I can't sign clients because I don't have a website, or I can't start a coaching business because I don't have 5 certifications, or I don't have the time to put into a business that I really need. I have to work full time. Well, here's the thing is there's always going to be an excuse, and 9 times out of 10, it's actually just us self-sabotaging ourselves. It's the storyline that we're used to. It's the space that we're comfortable in, and the space we're comfortable in may not be actually keeping us comfortable, but our brain is like, okay, I know this. I know how it feels to be broke. And the uncertainty of actually putting the work in and having money come in is unknown. So our minds are naturally going to try and protect us from doing anything new, anything scary, because it's trying to keep us safe. So all of these excuses that you're telling yourself, in order to create a new reality, we have to do something different. And in order to do something different, we have to think a different way. And so anytime I tell myself an excuse of why I can't do something, I have to actually stop myself. I write it down. What is this thing that I'm saying I can't do? And I say, is this actually true? Is this true? Is there truth to this? Okay. And if there is truth to this, why? And what is the problem that needs to be solved? Is it I can't get clients because I don't have a website? Is that true? Absolutely not. I help people get clients all the time without a website. So cross that one off your list. The other one, I can't earn 6 figures because I don't have the time. I have to work full time. Is that true? No, you might have less time than others, but I built my business to 6 figures while I was working full time, while I was recovering from kidney cancer, and while I was still breastfeeding my baby and I had a toddler at home. Okay, so we have to start really looking at what we're telling ourselves and saying, is this truth? Is this a story that I'm telling myself to keep myself small, or is this truth? And if it's a story that you're telling yourself to keep yourself small, how can you get rid of it and start taking different action? Okay, hire a coach, hire a business mentor, jump into a program that's going to teach you what to do. And then, let's say that there is truth to it. Okay, well then let's write down 5 solutions to that problem. Okay, 5 solutions to that problem. So let's say, for example, I don't have time to build my business to 6 figures because I'm working full time. Let's say that there is truth to that, which I will tell you that there's not, because there's ways around it, but let's say there is truth to that. So then what are 5 things that you can do to help solve the problem of not having time? Okay, I'm going to ask my parents or my partner, my spouse, or my sister, or a friend, or the neighbor, or a nanny, or a babysitter to watch my kids for 2 hours, 2 times a week, so that I have 4 hours to start to work on my business. Then by focusing only on the needle moving, revenue generating activities, I'm going to aim to hit 2,500 a month in my business, right? We start then coming up with solutions to the problem so that we're not just telling ourselves stories and then we're not taking new action, right? We're either looking at the untruth of the story we're telling ourselves, so we can kind of just laugh it off, or we're looking at, okay, there is truth to this story. And so what are the 5 ways that I can solve this problem? Okay, so the whole point is, if we want to create a new result in our life, we have to think a different way. We have to do something different. We have to think a different way. We have to shift our perspective on things. And this is mindset work. A lot of what I do, I feel like building a business 1 year of building a business is like 10 years of therapy, I swear. It actually legit is. It brings up all of your shit. And if you can't get through it, if you can't work through what's happening up here, strategy isn't going to work. Strategy won't work for you until you have the mindset in place to implement the strategy. Okay. And this is where support comes in. This is why I always have a coach. I have never been without a coach or a mastermind or a group program. I would have never built a multi-million-dollar company on my own because my head was always in the space of being broke and was always in the space of being negative and, oh, this will never work for me and I'm not smart enough and I don't have what it takes and I don't know what I'm doing and I'm not lucky like everyone else, right? I would have never taken off the ground if I didn't have someone helping me think differently, rewrite the story my brain is telling me, and actually look at me and say, Erica, all of these excuses that you're telling me are bullshit. Like they're actual bullshit. And I have someone reflect that back to me all the time because it actually really is. It's just our mind trying to keep us safe. So I really want to challenge you this week to pay attention to what your thoughts are thinking. When you're telling yourself you can't do something because why, reframe that. Ask yourself if there's truth behind it. And if there's not, how can you look at the situation differently and take different action? And if there is truth to it, what are 5 ways and how can you actually solve that problem? Okay. I hope that this was helpful for you. Actually, if you want to come, we've just opened ticket sales to my live event happening at the very beginning of April. There's only 50 spots. It sells out every single time. Tickets are only $37 and I'm going to be with you for 6 hours, 3 hours each day, building your 6-figure foundation. So you're going to know how to create an offer that sells itself. You're going to know how to actually talk about it and market it. You're going to know how to sell it. You're going to know everything to do in your business on rinse, repeat, and everything not to. You'll also have the opportunity to get live coaching and guidance from me. Grab one of your tickets, comment ticket here. I'll send you the link. But yes, there's only 50 seats. We sell every time we do this event. You won't want to miss it because you still can have a 6-figure year in 2024.